Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Young and the Restless predictions suspect Phyllis Summers could end up behind bars soon because of the two psychos running around Genoa City on the CBS Sudser. Currently on Young and the Restless, Phyllis Summers is giving up on her quest to bring Sharon Newman to justice. She finally admits that it was not Sharon who ran her off the road and put her in the hospital. But she's still insistent that Sharon killed Heather Stevens and framed Daniel Romolotti. However, she's leaving that up to the police. She even admitted this to Billy Abbott recently on Young and the Restless. But he thinks it is suspicious that Phyllis Summers starts backing off Sharon right as she goes missing. In fact, so does her daughter, Summer Newman. On top of that, Ian Ward and his accomplice, Jordan Howard, are actively framing Phyllis. Indeed, it appears to be working. Although Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, seems to be genuine about letting her vendetta against Sharon Newman, Sharon case, go, she's looking guiltier than ever. Not only is the timing suspicious, but Ian Ward, Ray Wise, wants Sharon dead. Furthermore, he wants Phyllis to take the fall on Young and the Restless. That's why he had Jordan Howard, Colleen Zank, run her car into the river in the same spot where Heather's body was dumped. So it would look like Phyllis was getting justice for Heather. But what Ian doesn't know is that Sharon isn't in her car at the bottom of the river. Jordan is livid with him for not helping her with her vendetta. So she put Sharon in the sewer instead of killing her like Ian wants. Now, Jordan Howard is taking matters into her own hands, which is throwing a wrench into Ian's plans. However, it might still have a disastrous outcome for Phyllis. Even though Ian's scheme hit a snag and Sharon is still alive, Phyllis could still go down for kidnapping and attempted murder. News of Jordan's return starts to get around this week, and it won't take long for people to figure out that she and Ian are working together and are responsible for all the awful things going on. But until there's proof, all signs may point to Phyllis, so she could soon land in jail on Young and the Restless, at least for a little while. Meanwhile, Sharon will remain in grave danger. Y&R is wild right now. Don't miss a minute to see if Phyllis Summers gets locked up for the attempt on Sharon's life on the CBS daytime drama. The drama on the Young and the Restless is heating up, and all eyes are on Phyllis Summers as she teeters on the edge of yet another spectacular downfall. Known for her cunning schemes, quick wit, and ability to land on her feet no matter what, Phyllis has found herself in a precarious situation once again. But this time, could she be heading toward an inescapable crash? Let's dive into what's ahead for one of Genoa City's most unpredictable power players. Phyllis is no stranger to playing the game on her own terms. Over the years, she has manipulated, connived, and outmaneuvered some of Genoa City's most formidable players. However, her recent choices may be leading her to a point of no return. After faking her own death and setting up Diane Jenkins, Phyllis found herself in a dire predicament. While she managed to escape legal repercussions, thanks in part to her family's efforts, many in town have not been so forgiving. Diane has been relishing her newfound power, while Summer and Daniel are struggling to maintain their trust in their mother. Even Jack Abbott, who once shared a tumultuous romance with Phyllis, has washed his hands of her. Now, Phyllis is left scrambling, trying to reclaim her reputation while simultaneously plotting her next move. But is her usual brand of scheming going to work this time, or is she finally facing the consequences of her? One of the biggest threats to Phyllis right now is the ever-formidable Tucker McCall. With his own agenda at play, Tucker has been making moves that could spell trouble for Phyllis. He has proven time and again that he's willing to play dirty, and if he senses an opportunity to take down Phyllis, he will seize it without hesitation. Then there's Diane, who has been relishing her triumphant return. With Jack solidly in her corner and her reputation somewhat restored, Diane has the power and influence to make Phyllis's life even more miserable. If Phyllis tries to pull another scheme against Diane, she may find herself walking right into a trap. And let's not forget Christine Blair. The longtime rival of Phyllis has every reason to want her to pay for her many misdeeds. Christine has the law on her side, and if Phyllis makes even the slightest legal misstep, Christine could ensure that she finally faces the full weight of the justice system. Phyllis has always managed to find a way out of even the stickiest situations, but this time, it feels different. Her support system is crumbling, her enemies are circling, and she's running out of lifelines. If she doesn't play her cards right, she could lose everything: her business, her relationships, and perhaps even her freedom. Her biggest battle right now may not be against an external enemy, but rather herself. Phyllis is her own worst enemy, and her inability to resist the urge to scheme could be what ultimately brings her down. If she can't find a way to redeem herself, she may soon find herself completely alone in Genoa City. Despite her faults, Phyllis does have the potential for redemption. She has fought back from the brink before, and she could do it again if she makes the right choices. But will she? That's the big question. If Phyllis is going to turn things around, she will have to change her approach and start making amends instead of digging herself deeper into trouble. One possible path forward for Phyllis is to prove herself to Summer and Daniel. If she can show them that she is truly remorseful and committed to changing, she may be able to salvage her relationship with them. But if she continues to let her pride and stubbornness dictate her actions, she could lose them for good. Another potential redemption arc could come in the form of an unexpected ally. Could she team up with someone like Adam Newman or even Nikki Newman to take down a greater threat? Stranger alliances have formed in Genoa City before, and if Phyllis plays her cards right, she could turn things around. At this point, Phyllis is teetering on a dangerous precipice. One wrong move, and she could face a spectacular downfall, unlike anything she's experienced before. But if she's smart, and we all know she is, she may just find a way to pull off one more great escape. Either way, the Young and the Restless fans are in for an explosive ride as Phyllis fights for her survival. Will she crash and burn, or will she rise from the ashes once again? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: Phyllis Summers is not going down without a fight.